What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Gambling Lab brought to you by Bogey Proof. It is Waste Management Phoenix Open Week, a huge week. Super Bowl is going on, all that fun stuff. You got myself and producer Paul on the line here to give you guys some bank account plays, DraftKings plays, all the good stuff this week. Paul, how we feeling?
Feeling good. Glad to be back here. Huge week. This has got to be one of the strongest fields that we've seen so far this year, right?
Oh,
I
yeah.
guess besides the tournament champions, but this thing is loaded.
Oh, yeah. I feel like tournament champions always is just by the nature of the event. So you kind of don't
Yes.
realize it. But this is the first one where you're like, whoa, all
I
these
mean,
people at Waste Management, like, big deal.
you know it's a big tournament when you got Ricky Barnes and Jason Duffner in the field.
Say less. But in all seriousness, though, I mean, when you have top 20 odds come out and 11 of the players are minus odds for that to finish in that, you're dealing with some serious depth and strength of the field this week with the elevated events, and we got more to come this year. So this is our first go at one outside century. So without further ado, let's get into DraftKings or daily fantasy, I should say. Sorry, salaries and kind of what way you're leaning this week.
I mean, it's TPC Scottsdale. I feel like everybody in the field has played here before. They I don't even think they really make any changes to the course. It's the same thing year after year. So I I don't even know. What are the featured groups? Because is John Robb and Rory McIlroy playing in the same group? Because I feel like the PGA Tour needs to do that.
Not in the same group, but they are each a featured group.
See, John Rahm complaining about the world golf ranking, thinking that he should be number one since he won like those three events and six starts, and then I think it was Rory today saying that he basically said that he's the best golfer in the world. Um, I'm just looking at them just battling it out this
I
weekend.
really need a Saturday pairing with those two. Would be really nice to settle into on the
Oh,
weekend. Just watch
no,
those two.
a Sunday leading into the Super Bowl, them two final group.
I don't want to
Woo,
ask for too much, but that would be
woo. Oh
unbelievable.
no, no, I'm
So,
aiming high.
real quick, your featured groups: you got Rory Morikawa and Hideki. You got Tony Finau, Jordan Spieth, Xander, Cantlay, Fitzpatrick, Burns, and then Homa, Rom, and Keegan Bradley.
Okay, all right,
Oh, and then JT, Joel Damon, and Sahith Tagala too.
that's a good one. I've been eyeing Sahith here, the gala.
I
He's been playing.
love. I mean, he played obviously good here last year. Probably should have won, had a chance to win. Um, but it's an interesting field because with the strength and the names are rattling off here, like there's a lot in the 11 to 9 5 $10,000 range on daily fantasy, which usually you pick one of those guys or maybe two if you really go bottom heavy. But it's an interesting lineup. I think it's one of those weeks where you kind of got to fill with the middle of the pack and just hope the one guy you pick from up there is in the top five. That's the only like you're gonna have to pick one of them, but it's like you can't afford to be wrong on that guy this week.
Yeah, no, I'm with that, and like the few that stick out to me just at the top of you know guys that are probably valued or a little undervalued. Brian Harmon, he's 74, somewhere around in that 7,000 range, like you were saying. I think that this course is just driver and what probably for him mid iron, but he, I feel like he's played well here before. Then ride the hot hand with Keith Mitchell.
Yep.
Sure, you have the whole leaving Pebble on Monday, little delay there, probably getting to Scottsdale, but again, it's a course that everyone has played. It's not like he has to go out there and really grind out, figure out where, you know, carries are and any of that stuff.
Right.
And then I got
Double to Scottsdale isn't like it's that far either.
yes,
Like
true, true.
they're
It's
they're
just, you know,
in the same time zone. It's not like you're going cross country or anything crazy like
yes.
that. So that helps with the Monday guys.
Yep. Then I
But
just had my eyes on Brendan Steele too. So them three in that middle range right there. I think there's some value between the three of those guys: Ryan Harmon, Keith Mitchell,
yeah.
and Brendan Steele.
Yeah, I agree. That's kind of the price range I'm eyeing in on too, because I think that's going to make or break your week. Is if that price range, makes cuts and get one guy to make a run or whatever. And I'm eyeballing Aaron Wise at 7,600.
Okay.
Sneaky solid year last year. Like kind of been. I don't even know what he's played in to start this year, but he hasn't really showed out quite yet. Oh, top 20 at Century Tournament Champions, then played the Amex and hasn't played since. So clearly gearing up for a good stretch golf here. That's my guy in that range that I really, really like. And then I don't hate seeing Corey Connors at 7,700 either. Horrendous President's Cup, but like at the end of the day, like you said, this golf course, there's no rough. It's not like a bomb and gouge situation here. It's like you got the desert and stuff, so you got to hit fairways, but it's usually an iron play situation with guys like Hideki and Scotty Scheffler and Ricky Fowler winning when he won and things of that nature. I feel like it's heavy on the iron plays, and Corey Connors is pretty damn good at that. So
I mean, when
that's two
when was
guys.
when was the President's Cup? Like early September or something?
Correct.
Yeah, I mean, he must have went back home, figured it out or something, because he missed a cut at the Fortinet Champ, and that's in September. Then
Yep.
October, top 25 at the Zozo, another T23 at the CJ Cup. I don't know, some Japanese
Yeah.
tour event. He was T11 in Hero World Challenge, 16th. Tournament champions,
Beautiful.
T18, Sony Open, T12. So he must have got back in that lab and figured it all out.
I love it even more now that we've done the research. And then I guess going back to the topic we were talking about, as much as I'm a Rory guy, I think Rom for the extra $200 in DFS this week, he's like never been outside the top 7 in this turn. It's like Torrey Pines 2.0 for him, and it's like his bad week I think is going to be 11th this week. It's home game model as we went to ASU. It's he took Pebble off last week to kind of reset after Farmers. Like, I mean, it's no surprise here, but you go through his last starts, it's 4th, 8th, 1st, 1st, 7th. It's like, yeah, I'm comfortable spending all the money on him this week. So that's my guy at the top. I think I'm going to go with because as much as I love Rory, I don't think he's ever played in this tournament. So I don't think it's like, at least not recently. Maybe back in the day he would play in it or whatever, but
Yeah,
he hasn't been around in a while. So I'm not that he's going to play bad, but I just don't. I think it's more of like a 16th, 17th, 13th backdoor whatever for him this week, as opposed to getting out and front running.
Yeah. No, I'm with you there. I feel like this course isn't really his strong suit.
Right, because he can't even hit driver on most places. There's nowhere to put
Yeah,
it.
so he's taking it off, and then I feel like it's a real hit or miss with him. Like I'd feel way better if he's hitting longer irons than having to take a bit off of a wedge, control spin, something like that. Like
Right, like
you know,
I don't think, or even mid irons. Right, like that's not. I like you said, long irons. He hits them to the moon. He has an advantage there. He's been better with the wedges the last 6-8 months to a year, whatever it is. But like having him hit a bunch of 8, 9, 7 irons, like I don't know if that's like Rory's fucking. That's not how he dominates. So
yeah,
I just think it kind of isn't the right fit for him this week. But he's playing better than anybody in the world right now. So I'm sure he'll be around. It's just if I'm spending 10,800 or 11,000 for Rom, I'm going to pay $200 for Rom and just know that he's going to do his thing out here.
yeah. No, I'm with you there. I'm with you.
Yeah, and then let's see. Yeah, I think for doing daily fantasy stuff, it's kind of everything I got. I mean, I don't love anybody from like 8,500 other than Sahith down to like 7,800. I just think that's all you're spending a little too much for what you're getting out of those guys. But I do have some interesting bank account plays that I think it's about time to get into.
Okay.
But do you want to kick us off or you want me to go first?
Yeah. I'm just looking for a first round leader here. Give me a moment.
Tis the season.
But I got I don't know why, but I'm vibing with Tom Kim this week.
Oh, I was
think
just about to go there. You read my mind. We're on the same
really?
page. Man.
He's
Dude, Tom
never.
Kim
I
he just loves it. He loves the attention, the fucking theater. I mean,
That's why I
guys,
don't think he's ever played in this event before, but
he's
he
gonna
got all
soak it
the
up.
attention. Like there's, I mean, how many people go to the 16th hole, 17th hole, whatever it is that Yeah,
Way
16.
too many.
In Saturday, is Super
Yeah.
Bowl weekend, so you got extra people in the area that are probably going to be walking around. Place is going to be
Mhm.
bonkers that Saturday.
100%.
Um, I mean, I just love him vibing out there.
I
He's
agree.
28 to 1 to win. Probably not the best. You could probably find him for better money somewhere else. But I mean, top 10, like you said earlier, or the top 20, like you said earlier, he's plus money there at one. Like what is it? Plus 138. I'm seeing him at.
Yeah, I got
Not
130 on mine.
Yeah,
But
130. Yeah, not terrible there. And honestly, I might just double down on it and take him first round leader too, 40 to 1. I think he's gonna be all juiced up and just start
oh,
firing out there.
oh yeah, I agree with that. He's also playing with like Victor Hovland and somebody else too. So he's in like a big group, and I mean, for all the theatrics he put on the President's Cup, like he's won like 3 times already since being on tour, like last spring, and like is already in the top 20 of the world. So like the game is there too, and he's in that time in his career where he just seems to be soaking it up. It's like a young Rory at the Ryder Cup or whatever, when he won at Kiowa and things of that nature, just kind of like stunting on everybody. Major Tom Kim vibes this week with that kind of energy. Not the golf, this is not at Rory's level with the golf, obviously, but the energy and the just like he'll be, he's going to be pumping the crowd up on 16. Like he's going to be all about the theatrics of it.
Oh yeah.
Big on
And
Tom
then
this
the
week.
only other guy that I'm looking at, maybe it's a Tom thing, but Tommy Fleetwood.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a long shot here. That's kind of why I like it. It's one of
of
those,
course.
hit this, you're good for the year. 80 to 1 to win.
80? 80
80
to
to 1.
1?
I thought I was just kind of disgusted. I was like, where's this guy fallen to the world golf ranking? I
Tommy
was like,
lad. That's
this is
crazy.
disrespectful. I mean, he's 25 in the world and he's 80 to 1 to win this event. Like, I don't know what's going on with him. Which is probably why it's 80 to 1, which,
Okay.
but
One thing
then,
clicks, you never know.
yeah, top 10 plus 650. And then I'm going with him for first round leader, 70 to 1. So if he boat races this, oh my gosh.
So the Toms are where you're leaning this week,
Yeah,
is what I'm
yeah,
getting.
all in on the Toms. Are there any
All
other
in on
Toms in the field?
the Toms.
I'm
Quick
Hoagie.
scan, I don't think so.
I'm Hoagie.
Oh, Hoagie. Sure.
We need
He's
to find a company that gets me like a Tom special here. Just take all 3 Toms, top
yeah,
20. What's that
get those
parlay?
odds boosted.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, you go ahead, go through yours, and I'm gonna look at the Tom parlay.
All right. I love Tom Kim, was gonna go there, but I'll audible a little bit. Ricky Fowler, nothing crazy, but I'm thinking a top 20 at plus 250 is pretty good value. He seems to have come back from the wilderness a touch, seems a little bit more consistent, seems a little more comfortable out there, just hasn't really kind of put it all together yet. But I like plus 250 for a top 20. He's won here before, been in contention a bunch of times. It's a flyer, but I kind of like Ricky to make, we're not doing anything crazy, but a little backdoor top 20 for us, I think goes a long way. And then I also love I'm kind of hoping I'm catching lightning in a bottle here and ride a little Jordan Spieth. Again, he sometimes looks horrible, but played well here 2 years ago, whenever that was, where he shot like 63 on Saturday and just lit the world on fire. So I'm gonna just throw a little top 10, top 20. Top 10's plus 450, and the top 20 is where's my guy plus 190. I'm gonna hit them both ways there. I think again, we get iron play going. That is the one thing I think Jordan is good at. The rest of it seems a little shaky. So if it's just going to be a lot of iron play, I like my chances with him having a halfway decent week. So I'm going to avoid the
Okay.
big guys. The odds are just brutal this week on the big names. Just it's too top heavy. Everything's minus money and whatnot. But we're going to ride with Jordan and Ricky Fowler. We're going to act like it's 2015 again. That's all.
I like it. I like it. I'm here for it. The Tom parlay to finish top 20 is 35 to 1. I was kind of hoping for a little more juice there, but
Yeah.
top 10, I don't even know, like plus 25,000. Now we're
250 to 1.
yeah, 250
Well,
to
I
1.
mean,
Now we're talking.
there's only 10 spots in the top 10. So if you got those three in there, I mean, You got to get some juice for those odds.
You can get real weird and say top fives.
What was that? 500,000 to 1.
Almost 2,000 to 1.
Nice.
But again, it's one of those where you just
Set it, forget it for the year. Best
put
gambler
a
on the
dollar
planet.
there, and I'm going to Bora Bora.
All right, man. Good stuff. Looking forward to the Waste Management Phoenix Open out in Scottsdale. Oh, we missed the weather report, but it's Scottsdale, so it's 70 to 75 and sunny the whole week.
Yeah,
That's all you need to know.
NFL in town,
Non-factor this week.
Roger Goodell's paying people off to have good weather this weekend. They're not playing in the rain.
100%. Yeah, the script. Yeah, it's all scripted.
It's scripted. Oh, gosh.
All right, man. Cheers.
Cheers.